What has beefy stuff in it?
Good evening. It is cocktail hour
I'll go right on
with
time.
Rick. Thank you for joining me again. It's a Tuesday evening, June the 16th, 2020. And you've known that all day long. Clear my palate.
Jesus.
Cheers to you all. Romeo's lover, Nirmal,
Finders, beepers, history seekers.
finders, beepers, mystery seekers,
Destiny Clan.
Sue,
Yes.
AJ, Lacey's vlog, LJR, Chelsea, Kayla, Fran,
Well, from 7 to 21 people from that little bit of time.
Nirvana, 999, Destiny Glenn, Kevin. Thank you for joining. And maybe more as the room starts to fill. You might notice I have a lovely bloom in my hair. I had my hair cut. I'm glad you can't tell they messed up this sideburn over here.
But you had
So
to point it out.
I had to, yes. So I'm
Hey, baby
hiding it
cakes.
with my flower. Thank you very much.
Romeo's lover sent you email. You got it. You haven't read it yet.
Oh God, okay, yeah. I actually did take a peek at it, but it was a little long to read before I started here tonight, but I'm intrigued and I'll be looking at that. And thank you for sharing that old memory. Sounded like it was a very tough time, obviously.
Silver Stack sent you $2 from
Thank
California.
you, Silver Stacks from California. Is that what CA means?
I
Okay.
believe.
Hi. Thank you, Nirmal. I try.
Don Cathcart.
Way too long. Well, it's okay, Romeo's lover. Uh, would you allow me to read it if I thought that it was worthy of a recording, putting it up on my channel? What do you think?
Send him
So if you do, let me know. I would reduce the names of family members and such to simple, basic terms and wouldn't identify you, of course. Yeah, yours. Yes. Seriously. Rick, call
Romeo's
1
lover.
800 alcoholic. Thank you. Love ADR here in Moose Jaw Sack, Saskatchewan. Wow, Don. Thank you. Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. Thank you for saying hi to us way down here. Yes, I got that. So, are you a lumberjack? I'm just being totally, what is that? A generalist, generalizing, almost
Somebody said,
profiling, racially profiling you as a lumberjack because you come from Saskatchewan. It's terrible of me. Got to stop that in this world.
it's not racial profiling.
I know it's. I'm just being stupid. But we do need to realize that no matter what color this is, we're all the same in here. And nobody needs to be treated better than another
Somebody
person
wants to
or
know
less.
where your adult beverage is and probably
I'm
where it
having
is.
a dry martini, and just before we went on, my wife is searching for a dirty martini mix. Looks like I can get myself something through Amazon. Why am I surprised? Thank you, Fairly Fickle. I try to make it fun, and then sometimes I share too much. Often I look ridiculous, and I can do a lot sitting down, as I'm limited in my length of distance I can actually walk. I like being spanked. So get in line. I'm letting people submit requests for an opportunity to spank me? rick.adr@aol.com. Tell me how you'd like to spank me and why. And I'll read a bunch of those explanations another time.
Rick, you always touch your face with your gloves after you touch disgustingness.
I know,
ADR.
it's... Notice
Please tell me you secretly switch gloves behind the scenes.
we
and you
do
have
change
a
gloves a
secret.
lot. And I use the back of my gloved hand. If you notice that, I'm always doing this kind of a thing. It looks freaky. I'm not always doing this. So I do use this, you know, and I'm touching with this. So I figure at least I'm separating it on the side of my hand, you know.
Sean Arm is on.
Sean Arm. He's got a good arm. Should have been a pitcher in the major leagues. Instead, he helps catheterize people.
Sue wants to know, Rick, would you like me to post your Discord link in the comments?
Please do. You're just like too, like on the ball.
Sue.
Sue is like the administrator for finders, beepers, history seekers. I got it all out at one time, and she's just sharing her knowledge and helped me put together a Discord page.
Romeo wants to know if you take your gloves off the correct way. Glass close.
What is the way I should be taking my gloves off? With
Like
my
this.
teeth?
No, inside out.
Oh. Yeah, I do. And then you throw that away. Everything gets rolled inside that's dirty is the rule of thumb. And then you use one hand to throw it away, then you wash your hands. I'm very good at instruction, I'm just not good at practice. Especially when I'm on film during another dirty room with Dirty Rick.
Mike T
Getting
says
dirty.
he's your illegitimate son. You his
Really?
daddy. From Colorado.
Colorado, were you born in Pennsylvania or near the Pennsylvania-Maryland line? Answer me, Mike, what town that was. Because at one point I thought I might have done that.
Just like underwear, take them off inside out.
Just like underwear. Oh, yeah, right. Actually, with underwear, it's whatever way it comes off. Sadly, socks as well.
Yeah, usually inside out. So it's a person who
Yes,
goes
we
along.
were at the fancy hotel in Parkersburg, and I sang karaoke in Parkersburg. And if you go to my main channel on YouTube and look at behind the scenes ADR West Virginia, you'll get a peek of Rick in West Virginia and in
Wow.
Parkersburg.
Hubby has laughed as I caught myself on the train with pants inside out.
Oh no. That's bad timing. I love watching this while I make supper. I'm in the kitchen laughing like a crazy lady. Crystal, I'm so glad. I didn't know this was during some people's meal prep time, but we eat late as well. We eat after this. And what is tonight's meal, dear? It's a leftover beef roast that we're using again. And it's some kind of
Don't
a...
put that over here. Do not put that over here.
Or
No,
tell everybody.
No.
Tell everybody it's too late.
It's a one-pot dish with leftovers. That's all, and rice.
And rice.
Mix in it with mushrooms for you.
There you go. That's what I'm having for dinner. Meat, it's what's for dinner. Unless you're a vegan, then it's bean sprouts. It's what for dinner. Great hat, Dolline. Thank you. I thought so too. So I wore it myself. The other day, I took a couple of shots.
I got this in Key West when I was on a
Callum,
cruise
thank
with
you
your
so
mom.
much, all the way from Scotland. And Guido, hello, thank you. Laura Lee, yum, she says. Charles, 1968. Tonight's a fried chicken and Miller High Life night. Hey, you can't. That's good. Fried chicken, that's always good, man. Red Fire Queen, hello, coming over here. She's one of the fans who have found me on Discord. Hello, dear. Thank you. I'm glad you landed. And you love her hat.
Gave you $20.
And DJ Infinity is in the room and he's giving me $20. I've ended basketball games and marriages with similar ease. I flow like a stream through though only water can freeze.
It's a riddle.
I've murdered parents and children and house plants galore. Despite all of this, you always want more.
Tell Laura Lee.
What am
no.
I?
I was with my mother-in-law.
So who knows what this is about ending basketball games and marriages with ease. Flow like a stream, though only water can freeze. I've murdered parents and children and house plants galore. Despite all of this, you always want more. What am I? All right, anybody know the answer? No, Nirmal, I moved flowers around. All right, let's show people the no flowers have been damaged. Stop the thing. Okay, here I am. I don't know what happened. Did I cut off?
There you go. You're back up.
Damn, it's terrible. All right, so here's my mama. Hello, mama. And the lady with the nice hat. And there's a bundle of stuff that I have to tie up. And this camper is for sale for the right price. And I built this little planter and I installed the sod. It was where we had a tree. And it had to be taken down because it died last year. Beautiful evergreen tree. All right, so flowers. Let's see if the flowers are still alive. Did we 86 anybody? No. No, we moved you from here, and we moved you from there, and we put you up there and gave you a bunch of sticks and stuff to help keep you from going everywhere and let you come out of the top so you then will hang even more dramatically. Yes, we will. Who are we? I guess I'm just talking about myself.
I helped.
Yes, you did. Because you also help water
Somebody said his neighbor is his daughter. Across the street.
across the street. Do you hear the dog barking every once in a while? Like right there? Oh, come on, Rick. Get it in the hole. Oh, that's terrible.
You always had problems with that.
We'll come back to it if I need to. What a show. People love this.
Your hand's in the way. I
Uh,
can see.
oh, okay,
I can
okay.
read your lifeline.
well, I can't see what's been going on. You're patient, oh God. Hey, Rick, Hans. Thank you. My daughter is cool. 19.5 is the asking price on the camper. It's a 2016. It's 29 foot ultralight. It's 5,800 pounds dry. It's double axle, It's got a super slide out, living room, dining room combo, gives you a great room. Not 1950, 19,500.
Okay, now move on.
Oh, it's beyond ADR approved. It's a 5 out of 5. And we'll never see a 5 out of 5 on ADR. Criven, I mean, thank you. Cheers to you. Thank you so much for your donation tonight. Thank you, 78 Chuck. Yes, we are really sad. That tree gave us a lot of shade. I wouldn't really be fighting the sun so much if I had that, but now I do. Trailer comes with free chicken.
Yes.
Yeah, I will put an old piece of chicken in the freezer myself and freeze it in place for you, and even try to create the same frost pattern from the original video. Yes.
Have you done any ADR follow-ups?
We've gone back to Route 40 East, the, what is that one motel called? We've gone there multiple times. Regal Inn. It just is a good place to go
Lower your
to.
shade, somebody says. Lower the shade, Rick. Sun's directly affecting you. More.
Lighting experts. All right, thank you so much. Now I just have these lines on my face instead.
Better the lines than not being able to
Isn't
see
that
you.
great? It looked like, look at the wrinkles in Rick's head. It's unbelievable. He's so old. He's an old man.
You are
Yeah, I'm old. Okay. Thank you. I like special effects on half of my face. This side gets the lines. This side gets the solid, dark. Let's see if I can.
Get closer.
What are you doing?
Get closer to the camera. No applesauce for you, somebody said.
He's mad. Fiona, thank you. Hey, Mr. Rick, you're the best. Fiona, please call me Rick. But thank you. Yes, thank you very much.
She's young enough, she's calling you Mr. Rick.
Well, she's smart. She knows that I'm too old for her. I'm as old as her great grandfather. Yes, AJ, I lose it all the time. Ask these two ladies who live with me. They can tell you everything.
No, but I won't.
Don, honey mustard, if you feel it's necessary, I like mine plain out of the microwave, served on a flat-bladed screwdriver. Tell Dan from restrooms to bonobos to scat and scorn, I think we all need some paranormal porn.
Somebody wants to play Truth or Dare with me.
With you?
Orly, yeah.
Lauralee? Okay, shoot. Don't let it get hurt, Rick, she says. All right. The temperature here is upper 70s right now. Brian, the Floridian asks.
Yeah,
So
it's nice.
78.
The weather's great.
And in Florida, it's upper 80s, low 90s, cloudy or raining or thunderstorms.
What's your favorite food you've encountered?
And thank
on
you,
the road?
DJ. Quit being too generous, man. But I thank you. I thank you very much.
Orly, Truth.
All right, Lauralee, you have an opportunity. What is your question for
Truth.
Truth or Dare? She says
Truth.
truth. You might get one Saturday for my broadcast Saturday.
What's nose beer?
Lauralee is not giving us a question.
She will. Give her time.
I have family here who are my daughter and granddaughter principally. And my brother lives here, so I have family ties here. But if my daughter moves to Florida, I, may have to consider that, to be honest. Because, so we might be moving. We'll see how. We're not. I'm probably like to keep it going the way it is, to tell you the truth, because
Tell Joey and Melissa we're selling the camper.
it's
so we can
stable.
Downsize.
Yeah, we're for camping people who may be interested why we're selling our camper. We just want to get a smaller unit that's easier to pull, so we truly can make that trip across the country that we've been dreaming of doing one day. So that's what we're looking at. But it has to have enough space for my dear mom. So that we're looking at the kind that have a Murphy bed and then they have a dinette bed. But we'd have to make sure that both of the beds are very comfortable. So I got to do that. And I have a place to park it up here in Maryland. So, and I'm about to get my final step of review to be a legal patient with a medical marijuana card. Happens Friday.
Oh, Grandma's Lovers road trip's going to be in.
So I'll be legal. So people can quit giving me a hard time for my use of medicinal marijuana, Mom, because I'll be official. No more guilt. Put her hand down. But when I have the cred, it will be a little less terrible. Well, Ricky does have the marijuana approval, because she won't call it cannabis, because she was told.
CBD cream, I told you.
Yeah,
about.
I'm going to be able to buy THC cream. I mean, I need some crap that'll help me, because I found out. Here's something. This is lovely. I've had a doctor. I'm not going to name the doctor, but it's part of a hospital company based, large organization.
We love our doctor.
And I love my doctor. But my doctor and all the people that practice there, who are my, healthcare providers directly, they no longer can prescribe controlled substances. And I was told in a message electronically from and he sent me the information on a company and a link. And it's a national company for me to go through for pain management.
Up to 106 people.
Another pill mill. So I can't get a medication through the doctor who knows me. I have to go through some third party who doesn't know who the hell I am to say, please give me 1 oxycodone a day for me to put in my mouth when I go to bed. That's all I asked for. Seriously, 1 5 milligram per night.
Lauralee, no way.
So, or something, I don't care what it is, just not any Tylenol or Aleve or anything in it, just the active ingredient, just the synthetic opiate. So, not when you're taking 1 a day, Earl. So I have like 5 or 6 left. So guess what I didn't take last night? I didn't take one. So I have a prescription from 2017 that I had a total of 50. And because I didn't overuse them and only used what I needed when I had them from a
Plus mine.
kidney stone, and then I got some from my wife for something with her knee
My knee replacement.
What
is
I was,
nose
so now that, the world is where we are, we have a country full of people who are addicted to opiates, and then the people like myself who want just a little help. Yeah, black tar heroin, thank you very much. I need it to be powdered so I can snurf it, because I'll never fire any dope. But, take a toot, maybe. Hash oil, baby. Yes, I'm going to probably get some hash oil and rub it on my leg and on my ass. I'm going to rub it right in there. That's what I want. Here's my daytime painkiller. It's called alcohol. DJ, tell Dan to read. DJ, I have told him multiple times, and he finally told me the truth. He doesn't like it that much. I'm sorry to crush you, but instead of keeping up your hope, now I don't know whether you might want to try to rewrite it, and if you could rewrite it in a manner that it would be PG, I would do my own recitation on my own channel.
Yeah, if your mom and I aren't on the porch.
No, alone.
Yes.
Alone, I would do it something with me in a dark room with a flashlight under my chin, something really hokey, and I'll tell them it is a spooky story. So if you're interested, review your story. Make sure it would be PG, and I would be able to put it on YouTube and not get demonetized. Okay, and if you can do that, it would be my honor to do a recitation of your story.
Don says you have a beautiful phone sex.
And I thank you so much for your support all the way through, DJ. You've been excellent. And your first story really was great. I don't know why Dan didn't like the second one as much, but the first one was great. No, there was no podcast recorded today. I reached out, and he is going out, had plans tonight, so there's no new podcast recorded. We got 126 up the other day, so that's it for now. 127 will be recorded probably Wednesday or Thursday, I would imagine. Now, the deal is with YouTube and demonetizing is, partly, I'm sure it is that people who have ads, they want their stuff to be coming up between videos that aren't horrible. And, if I was putting up horrible filth-filled material, then that's why nobody would want to support it. That's why I also try to really watch myself here with you all when I do a live broadcast like this, because it's not appropriate, it's not necessary.
Will there be any more future ADRs?
Oh yes, there will. COVID allowing us to be able to get back into it, yes, it will happen. Exactly what will be, I don't know. Like I've said this a couple times when it's asked. We have immediate goal as new out to Las Vegas, rather. I'm sorry. And then we already did discuss something in Ecuador.
Whenever he gets there.
Whenever that can happen. So we're even looking forward to that, to maybe doing something from South America. That would truly be our most distant location. When we're in Las Vegas, I would like to try to travel to pick up something else. Depends on money and time for everybody involved. But if the rest of the people are willing, maybe we could go to another location and do another 3 or 2 episodes and get like a good group of episodes done that we can give you maybe 7 episodes out of 2 locations, because I know Dan would love to do up to 4 in Las Vegas. I would love to do a meet and greet in Las Vegas. Again, that depends upon how things are with infection. Can things be done safely? We're in a totally different world now, man. There's no Mothman Festival in 2020. How do you like that? So we were really lucky we got to go to and be in a Mothman Festival before this plague changed our entire world. I mean, you can keep looking away, try not to wallow in it all, but when you come back to reality check time, COVID-19 is going to affect everything in our lives now. At least another year for a reliable chance at a solid vaccine. At least. Good news about a medication helps treat 30% of patients who are having a difficult time. It'll improve up to 1/3 of them to have a assumably survivable experience. That's coming out of the UK. So there's a little hope to help the worst of us. And I think if it was me that was infected, I might be one of the ones that are the worst of us, with my fat, smoke-filled lung, atrophied body. Yes, my PCP and heroin and LSD and cocaine and the use of those and glue and spray paint.
A little more up. So my
Oh,
friend,
yes.
I think I had COVID before.
No, I was just really going over the edge with all the chemicals and such. I was not a
Don Cathcart said, "Hey Rick, do you do birthday parties?"
I've been trying to book birthday parties for a year and a half. Literally. I offered myself for, I thought, a modest price, $400. I'll come to you. I'll drive up to 1 hour one way. But if beyond that, you have to pay for travel arrangements and a room for overnight. So, I could be a train, conceivably, but it probably a plane. And just some, at least a 4 out of 5 motel. Doesn't have to be top of the line. So the answer is yes. I would be honored to be the host of any party, and a birthday party, certainly.
Would you pop out of a cake for me?
No problem at all. I would be willing and able.
Will you go to Hawaii? Only if I can come.
You need supervision.
That's something that we'd have to discuss, but my wife probably wouldn't allow me to go alone.
No.
And that would I don't know how we look at that. That's a lot of money. But if you're that wealthy, I'm only asking $400, but the travel arrangements alone to get to Hawaii are going to morph that. But yeah, for $400, man, I'm still ready to go to Hawaii. Yeah. Okay. Rick .adr at AOL.com. If you have any serious interest in this, I have really talked about doing it, and I have applied to Cameo, and guess what? They denied me. I wasn't enough of a star, so thank you for thinking that I'm such a big star, but I couldn't even rate on Cameo. Yes.
Do you own a Speedo? You are a stud.
Oh my God.
No way!
We could do a series on here and it would mean a lot. Do you want an erotica story like The Misadventures of Rick and Friends?
You continue to lose your tummy, we'll get you one.
No, he is never going to have a Speedo.
DJS, thank you again. You're too kind with your
Never,
donation. You can actually ask questions without having to flag it with cash, but yeah, okay. We could talk about that. Email me. Let's talk about it seriously if you want to. Where am I here?
It's a good question.
Well, thank you very much, Nirmal. You're so kind. This one needs a bigger pot, you think? Right there? This is the pot that it came in. It was sold to my wife in that pot. Well, thank you, Nirmal. All right, so let's look back. Thank you, Arnold. And then you have a second from Peruvula Universum. Parvolv. Oh, I thought it was Parvolva at first. I'm sorry, I almost. But I don't know. You send email to Cameo and you demand that they make me a celebrity that they could call up and have me do a video chat with them anytime they'd like.
You should do a freezer burnt chicken eating ASMR.
No, I would do a movie about John Goodman, and I would be him when he was younger and skinnier. How's that? I could be lots of different people. I have this face that people see other faces in. I could be John Candy. I could be Dan Aykroyd. I could be William Shatner. I mean, I'm all over the spectrum. Just look at me. I can morph just by facial expression. And you can see every character I was talking about. All these frickin' entertainers. Brad Pitt, there you see, I got him too. Richard Simmons.
Richard Simmons, maybe.
Oh, yeah, Richard Simmons. You're going to lose a lot of weight.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
No way.
It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Oh, you get it out. Pee Wee Herman.
You can do the dance and the hand gesture.
I forget it though, but I think it's pretty simple, right? Oh, right. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
But it should be like that.
Da 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 da. Find me in a dark XXX movie theater next time you come to town. Oh, poor Pee Wee. The trouble with Pee Wee is he had a little wee wee. No, I can't say that. He might be like that. Maybe he just said that to surprise you.
Wonder what movie he was watching. Got him so sharp.
Let's see. Pee Wee built this country. Oh, I could be a really good Ron Jeremy. Yeah, thank you.
Who's Ron Jeremy?
Porn star.
Oh, okay.
It was
Oh,
kind of
that's good.
short and stocky, ugly.
That's a real compliment.
Yeah, it is. He had a mustache, though. I don't have a mustache.
Thank goodness.
Stapler and a mustache. Rock Hudson. Yes.
Oh, hey.
I could be also suspected of being bi or gay. Carol O'Connor. Oh, what a lovely guy. Hey, meathead. Come over here. Let me tell you something. You commie pinko. Comp Tar 2000. That's only for high-priced customers, you know? Don't let it out so much. Thank you. I go top or bottom, depending on how much they pay.
Hey,
Thank you, Ambrose. 20 is 20, you're right. 20? Wait a minute now. I was being undervalued. I don't like being undervalued here. So where are we sitting here? We got 106, 4. I drove 2 people away. 104 people on here.
Rick,
Bless
I'm
you.
going through a very hard time. Would it be okay to talk to you via email?
rick.adr@aol.com, and certainly send me a note. I'll look at what's coming on to you and see if I can throw some advice.
Somebody says, what kind of job did you used to do?
oh God, here we go.
No, you're low opening up the bucket.
A short version.
All right, so
Short version, right.
I am a
I inspected nursing homes.
public health was my last and beginning of my career. I worked in a local health department and I investigated complaints. I investigated air pollution complaints, worker safety and health, these kind of things. So I was in public health. I went into consulting. I went into state government, worked on a project with groundwater education for protecting groundwater and identifying pollution potentials. And then I moved on to another job, and it was also with the state, toxics control, then hazardous waste, and lead, paint, poisoning, and all kinds of different things like this. Then I went into government with
Somebody wants to know how long the camper is.
29 feet long. The camper's 29 feet long.
So you get the message.
So then I went into public health, and it ended up being related to health care, making sure that the staff were trained, the building was correct, soup to nuts. So all of that, including infection control, like
Okay, Rick.
for pandemics.
That's why we're having these problems, because you're not there
I
anymore.
know, it's because I retired. Yes, I'd like to bring back asbestos
Yeah.
because the world is going to be on fire one day, not too long from now. It's called the end of time, and we'll all need to have an asbestos suit to put on, or you're going to be a crunchy critter real quick. So, ADR asbestos suits will be available on my store one day, just in time for the apocalypse.
All right.
All right, you people who love bring back asbestos, see if you really want it to come back. I don't think you really want to have to wear one of those damn suits. Just buy my car magnet when it comes out, okay? In large quantities, because we're working on merchandise. And I hope you all will love to go to whatever the location is on the web and buy your junk.
Somebody wants to know if on ADR you're able to get some of those places closed. No.
We haven't done it on any kind of a direct effort. We did, by doing the show, we're responsible for redirecting attention on a motel in Detroit, Michigan. Or was that in Cleveland? Yeah, it was in Cleveland. I'm sorry. I'm getting my cities mixed up.
You want to refresh?
No. God, I got to think about what town it was. Was it Detroit or Cleveland?
I don't know.
I'm effed up. Well,
I don't see you on the
Hey, are you
they ended up stimulating the local government to go and look into what was shown on their video, and they had other history of problems there. And they finally... Thank you, Laurel. You're too buzzed too. Nobody posted what city it was from. If anybody is the Royal Inn in Detroit, thank you. Thank you. Finally, somebody helps me out of this senior moment. My God. As we went to two lovely cities not too far from one another in Ohio and in Michigan. They're both struggling. But we had a great turnout when we did a meet and greet at and that was in Cleveland, yes. Unfortunately, in Detroit, we didn't really get that going. All right, so next. Anybody? Oh, yeah. Like a crunch wrap, and then let it just like sort of break up and fall all over the bed and roll around in it. And thank you, Maximus. That's a funny one. Yeah, I'm going to try, Wesley, to stay safe as I can. Some guy, I'm Buzz 34/7. If Bill Nye is a scientist, then Idi Amin was a benevolent leader. Yeah, I'm supposed to be an environmental scientist myself, same as Bill. And I have to say, Bill is cool. I like Bill Nye. Why are you down on Bill? So, my wife made me a nice drink.
Yeah.
Where I hadn't had anything to drink at all. And half of this drink, I feel like I'm feeling something going on. Crystal, do that.
Was it good?
Oh, it's good, yes.
So I didn't overdo. I did a good job.
Yes, you did. And it tastes so nice.
Maybe it's your empty stomach that caused it.
Well, that's what it's called. It's called Cocktail Hour, and it's 6 o'clock.
It looks like vodka, somebody said.
And it is vodka
And olive juice.
and olive juice. Yes, Neil, space is really cool.
DJ of Affinity sent you an email, so you'll be able to read it later.
All right, DJ sent me email. I am in receipt. Fred and Doris Ivil were the best parents. I'm glad for you, Arnold. I'm glad that you've had such a long life as well. Oh, only the first Doris Zippel. The second Doris Zippel wasn't so good.
Arnold isn't that old.
This is Arnold Ziffel, the pig from Green Acres.
Oh.
He's been on.
That Arnold is gone.
No. They put him on life support, and here he is now.
That is not.
It's his brain attached to a computer, right, Arnold?
Dr. Leonard Hofstetter wants to know, Royal Inn was in an ADR episode, right? Yes. The Royal Inn.
Yeah, the Royal Inn. Yeah. That's the one we were talking about that we had an indirect result in closing. Yes, that's right. Hi, it's BBP. He's not just bacon.
Yes. he
Arnold
is.
said, yep. He is a brain attached to a computer.
He's bacon. Old bacon. He gone.
Thank you, Don, for thinking that this is a great show. Or were you talking about Green Acres was a great show? You're probably talking about Green Acres. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry, Don. Farm living is the life for me. Land spread out so far and wide. Keep New York, just give me the countryside. New York is where I'd rather
Okay,
stay.
that's enough.
I get allergic smelling hay. Darling,
Which
I love
Gabor?
the penthouse view.
Which Gabor?
Jaja?
I don't know.
Ava.
Which Gabor?
Ava.
Ava. Yeah, it wasn't driving.
Okay, Sauce.
Ava was older.
You're back up over 100 again.
I'm glad Nirmal is laughing so much that she is now passed on. I hope it's a lovely heaven for her. Paul B., how you doing? Your brain is in a receptacle, Arnold? Okay.
Are the white flowers begonias? Yes.
Yes, they are begonias. Like this episode on Star Trek.
Okay, you want KFC or Popeyes? Popeyes.
Popeyes. I mean, KFC lost it a long time ago. They screwed up their original recipe and they never got it back. But Popeyes, I like
But
Popeyes,
your service is hard.
but the service is usually bad at a Popeyes. The
From
chicken,
air experience.
the chicken is greasy, but when I get Popeyes, I know because I have a greasy fit coming on. I need the grease. Now, local to Maryland, there's a store called Royal Farms.
Well, they have good ones.
And I'm not sure how far they spread, but I think they're pretty much mid-Atlantic. And I've eaten Bojangles fried chicken when I go down south and go to Florida. I go to Bojangles and get their chicken, and it's good. So,
Were you scared out of your mind doing the Lincoln Park videos?
no. When we heard the gunshots and then police officers driving by, and we watched like 8 or 10 squad cars drive by, Dan and I got in the car and drove after it. And we got out after we found a place to park and walked around. We're walking around the yellow tape and everything with the neighborhood people. So the neighborhood people, you know, they look probably a little different to us because this neighborhood was predominantly African American. But we're there, checking it out with cameras.
Ew. Gus, have Have you ever eaten Crisco with a spoon? Who would do that?
Oh, Arnold Ziffel. How could
Good
you
Lord,
insinuate
how
that?
old is he?
Oh man, I can't wait to see what Gus says.
How old is he?
Ooh, did you ever eat it with a spoon?
No, because we used to.
Leonard
call
didn't
it
like
and
Green
make it look
Acres?
like butter.
Ugh.
That was during the war.
Ever been to Wawa?
No, it's not. It's RICK dot ADR at AOL dot COM, all lowercase.
Making it easy.
Make it easy. Try that, DJ. But we got an email from you. Unless I got an email that said, DJ's email didn't go through.
No. No.
Hey, don't make fun of AOL. I'm a Verizon Fios subscriber.
You are a Gmail person.
Whatever. I like.
I am an AOL person.
That's where Verizon's email system got sent. So my wife started using that, and then she's the organization behind this stupid operation. So that's why. Smells kind of mint,
Spearmint.
minty.
Yeah, mint.
Yes.
Somebody's
Where'd that come
pulled
from?
mint.
I'm smelling mint.
Yes. Somebody definitely is pouring mint. They
Yes.
probably think it's weeds and they're pulling it out next door.
Hi, darling lamb. People fried with Crisco, though, V. Yeah. They used to.
Made cakes with it.
Makes good fried chicken.
Fried chicken, that's what we're talking about.
We're smelling mint.
Well, thank you, Dr. Leonard, that you could see that I love Popeyes. Yeah, AOL, do you have dial-up? Yeah, it's, what's it, 55.5K or something? I upgraded from 28.
You can tell them you got off of Sprint and went to Consumer Cellular.
Oh, I heard that Sprint and what's that other mobile T-Mobile service went out all over the country. I was with Sprint. I just changed a couple weeks ago to Consumer Cellular because I get an AARP discount.
You moved because it was so much cheaper.
It's so much cheaper. I wasn't using data like I could have. So instead now I have a plan that has less data, but I can always go up and it doesn't
already
cost a
did.
lot more.
It went up to 10.
It did?
Yes. We surpassed the 3.
Oh,
So our bill is less than 82, which is like $1 more than just your Sprint.
all right. We might have to go up more if it already happened. Has it been a half a month yet?
We're good now.
Okay. Wow. It's all me. I'm the data hogger because
Yes, you are.
she mostly uses
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
Your mother hardly uses it.
Knoxville, Tennessee.
Woo! But his
That-
is
This area.
We actually looked at going to,
82
I think it was going to be Memphis, but that got killed a year ago. But, so Wesley, we were looking in the region, at least the state.
Yeah. Mine's but under 30. But you know me.
Yeah, well, and that's fine. That's
And
why we
what it
reduced
is.
yours.
That's right. I didn't
So
use
they're
it.
visible. Where were you all
Rick,
when I
you
was
keep
looking?
holding your chest. Are you okay?
I'm okay. I do this.
Keep your hand
It's a
off of
nervous
it.
tick. I'm not trying to say I'm having the big one.
No, please.
Yeah, we like Consumer Cellular. It's reliable.
I'm coming. What was his name?
What do you think of the signal for consumer cellular?
Have you had
Right.
that much of a problem? No.
No. Well, we're on Wi-Fi right now, so
Yeah, but we're using AT&T.
yeah, we're on the AT&T network because with consumer cellular, you could choose T-Mobile or AT&T.
Well, if you know that,
If you don't know that, they just
they
stick you with
give
whatever.
something. Yeah.
So I picked AT&T because Dan has AT&T and Simple Mobile from Walmart. There's Mint Cellular from Ryan Reynolds. Thank you, Sean. You know I got catheterized. It's been a while because I was having strange symptoms. It's done at St. Joseph, University of Maryland,
What are you
St.
doing?
Joseph.
What does catheterization have to do
Cardiac
with
cath.
anything?
And the technician in the room said, "Well, you're clear as a whistle." So I had no buildup 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
But I didn't have, I was 50 then. I had no buildup at age 50. Okay? I didn't have any plaque at age 50.
Well, you probably don't have any plaque now. That's
I
not
probably
your
haven't
problem.
increased that much. It's not my problem.
It's calcium.
It's calcium. I grow calcium in my kidney and have kidney stones. I
Julia
produce
Berry
jewelry. That's
thinks
what
your
I do.
voice is soothing.
Who does?
Julie Berry.
Julie. I'm glad.
I think it was getting a little loud.
I try to be soothing. Even if I'm loud, I'm soothing. I'm really soothing. Shh. I love crickets, Wesley. When they're making their little noise outside.
Bee gets kidney stones too.
Who does?
Bee.
V, I'm sorry. You need to go to a special urologist who specializes in kidney stones.
Somebody. But
Michael,
nobody's-
I didn't think of that, but I should have started saving them because I turned them in for analysis. But if I'd have saved those stones, they could really make good earrings and shit. That would be great.
That smells so good though.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Last one. Where are you, Oliver?
My neighbors almost never are outside. Tonight they're outside, which is great. I don't care. But it's just funny because I already had somebody walk behind me and I know we're hearing people back there. So it's fine. They're good people. They're just very quiet usually and they're in their house.
Don't mention the race.
He's not going to.
I like a kidney with a nice Chianti. Yeah, I don't like kidney, you know.
That
They-
was a
they're stinky.
reference To Hannibal Lecter.
I know it was a reference to Hannibal Lecter, but I still can't let it go.
God, it's-
Have you ever had spleen or kidney or, you know, all that nasty kind of stuff that comes out of the animal and people eat it? Come on, why do you do that? I mean, liver's enough.
Who wants to be lifted?
But who wants gizzards and, oh man, come on, don't eat it. I like chicken liver, but I don't like chicken gizzards. You know what I mean?
But you like liver and onions.
And I like beef, but I don't like beef brains or beef rectum or beef tongue. I'm sorry, I don't eat that stuff. It's nasty.
Testicles?
Yeah, the
about
testicles, that's
mountain
mountain
oysters?
oysters are testicles, aren't they? Cow or goat or something like that. Nasty. God, I like oysters, but not those things. They're not oysters. They're reproductive organs, for
Well, I
God's sake.
think oysters are the same as mountain oysters. I don't like either.
No. Oysters are nice and soft and they're
Oh,
easy to
stop!
slither around the back of your throat.
For God's sake, can't you take it?
And you can always put a little bit of cocktail sauce and a little bit of lemon on them if you need. But I like to put them in my mouth and chew them.
Ew.
to really taste the flavor of the raw oyster. Don't you like that?
Rick,
Stop it.
Christy Dial. I'm an ER nurse, and kidney stones are one of the most painful things for patients.
I understand. So, Christy, am I going to still be able to get a painkiller if I have another kidney stone, or do I have to go get some CBD balm
CBD balm.
and rub it up into my
Yes.
anal cavity?
Stop.
Tell me, what do you think?
Don't ever chew oysters.
I love chewing them.
No,
Okay.
you don't chew oysters. You
I
swallow
do
them
chew
whole.
them.
No, you don't.
I swear I do. Pressure cook them for a couple hours. Oh,
What?
what is it that you used to make for the dog, Mom?
What dog?
For Mitzi, you would make, were they the gizzards and the other stuff from the chicken? They would stink up the whole house. She'd bake these things in the oven with a little bit of water, and the whole house would reek of this chicken stuff. It smelled like butt crack, Jill, and
Rick.
you're so right. And definitely, AJ, say no to crack. Clams and butter is good, especially garlic butter. I like that. That's true.
Tell them what you're going to do for Father's Day.
For Father's Day, I'm going to have my brother and his wife, and my daughter and granddaughter, my mom, and myself, and my wife, and we're going to enjoy crab cakes from Coco's Pub in Baltimore. And you can buy them online and have them shipped to you.
They're expensive.
They're expensive.
And shipping
It's
is
the
more
ship-
expensive
And the
than
shipping is
crab
ridiculous. And it is spelled KOCO, yes, Bourbon Cat. And they're like the best crab cake in Baltimore.
that
Legendary.
we've ever had.
You can spend more and go to Fadley's of Lexington Market. Junior's Cheesecake? No, I haven't read Fire Queen. I do like my cheesecake. Who is this? Thank you, Susie, by the way. Thank you. I appreciate your donation. Thank you very much. I got crabs. I'll mail them for free. Thank you, Gus. Wrong kind of crabs. I'm talking about Maryland, or, at least
Blue crab.
blue crabs steamed. Your Father's Day tradition, Lauralee, is to eat crab cakes?
Really?
Are you serious? Gallstones, butter, garlic, and maybe a pinch of oregano simmer in a pan till slightly brown. Gallstones.
Oh, no, thank you.
No thanks.
Arnold Ziffel. Sorry, buddy. Not that recipe. So that's the best cheesecake around, is Junior's Cheesecake.
Where you get that?
And how do you obtain Junior's Cheesecake?
Right.
Susie's laughing. Head cheese is terrible. All right, Kevin, where do you get Junior's Cheesecake?
DJ Xfinity said I edited the story and sent it over.
All right, DJ, already?
I'll read it later.
I'll read it later. You're very prompt.
First time you see anybody.
Moe's Gangsta Lump Crab Meat Crab Cake.
Where's Moose?
I don't know where Moe's is. Lauralee's telling us this. And you can get that Junior's Cheesecake up in New York, which is what I thought. Hope you and Rick have a lovely day, Destiny Glenn. Thank you, Destiny. She's one of my mods.
No way, head cheese. No way.
Oh, Souse.
No.
We like Souse too, don't we?
Bad jelly. Something.
Oh, and Glen Burnie. Moses and Glen Burnie. So good crab cakes there, but I'd only have to go about 5 miles from here to go down to Coco's. Coco's is only open Monday through
No.
Tuesday.
through Saturday.
Wednesday to Saturday? Right now still? Are they able to have anybody indoors that still carry out?
I don't know. As far as I know, it's still carry out. But their business is still probably good.
Yeah. I have been to Cocoa Beach a couple of times. Went there when I was 36. And was just there a year ago with
For
my
me.
wife. And I've had family live on the Atlantic coast or Orlando area in Florida for decades. My sister's brother, my Uncle Henry, my mother's brother, my mother's brother, Uncle Henry, lived right near the coast. Major Nelson, yes, he did, and so did Jeannie. Thank you, Arnold Ziffel's daughter. Wow, we got the whole family. Thank you for your complimenting my flowers.
Hi, guys.
Uh-oh,
Uh-oh.
we got visitors. And I got some good folk here, 5. Read it for the first time on camera on a pre-recorded video. That way you can get your reaction and use your distraction. I think it's fine now. Okay. Thank you, DJ. I will. Thank you again for your donation too. Ridiculous. You, DJ, keep it in your pants. I meant your money. Oh. Is there a lot of jellyfish, Saigon? Yeah. I'm over on the other side, the Gulf side. My mom has a place. That's where we go when we're down there. And maybe there is a problem there, and when it gets really warm, that's the problem, when the water gets too warm. But at least no red tide, I hope. Just too much corona being spread around in Florida right now. You all better behave. When I get down there, I want to be able to go to the beach and do crap, you know? So let's wear masks again. Let's wash our hands. In Florida, let's use our brains. This shit didn't disappear just because it's hot. Thank you, Florida. I love you all. I'll be back in October. I hope I don't have to stay in my mobile again, like I did last time I was there all winter. In the damn mobile every day. Yes, quarantining. I took that hydroxychloroquine and put it in an enema. And you know what? It didn't help. That's what I was told to do. I saw it on TV. But didn't help me. But I'm glad that there's something coming from the UK maybe that can help. Now, Michael, you know, I try not to get too political here and point out who said what when, but you know, Crystal lives in Maine. And I have a friend who is in Maine right now, traveling nurse named Carla. Hi, Carla. If you're out there, I love you. I don't think she's here. Aroosk County. I bet you it's nice. Hey, V, how was that Clorox? Did you get the lemon flavored or did you get the plain? Bo.
What you got?
Oh, thank
You're
you.
bringing a present?
It's for you, Mom.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. That's
This is my adorable
No,
young
no, no,
neighbor.
no, no, no. Take it
my
off.
bras.
Finally. Finally. Good.
His name is Anthony.
Anthony, yeah.
He's such a good little kid.
He's a cute little guy.
And his little dog, Daisy,
Yeah,
and their mom and dad. They're great neighbors. They're going to be moving
yeah.
out of the area to a new place. So we'll miss them. And they do visit us. Every Anthony has been cute as hell. All right, Lori. That's great. That sounds great, Crystal.
That must be the company that it's about.
It's the
I would
bras.
love to see that
Oh, that was
again,
close, see. Great
or for the
stuff.
first time. You know, this year was really a kind of a soft plan on going up to Nova Scotia. It's kind of haven't even looked at going there.
Him and Colleen's name, but I'll take them.
Staying like
It's really
Newfoundland.
staying up to things, isn't it?
There's some
They've got a really
campgrounds
long
up there right
list
on the
of-
Atlantic that I was looking at. And yeah, it sounds great, but really, Don, yeah, it looks so beautiful there. I wanted to get there in August. I told there that's the time to go catch the festivals. So, yeah, it's probably a cooler climate than we're used to here, but at least that's the heat of the summer up that way, August. And then it rapidly turns back around. It's amazing how you could have nice warm temperatures the third week of September, you got snow. That sounds good, Arnold. Seeing some clear sky, breathing some clear, fresh air. Yeah, Jack, it's still active. It still has a pretty good taste. It's a dirty martini. And yes, Dr. Leonard, we
Some left.
at some point we'll be in the 90s for several weeks, upper 90s for a spell, occasionally hit in the low hundreds. But this year has been a coolish start. We've had some warm days, but we've had a lot of more moderate temperature like we have right now.
We're at an hour and 20 minutes.
Are we almost? We're at 80. Almost 80 minutes. So we're over 60, but we're almost to 80.
We're at 80.
78. Well, that's good, Laurel Lee. Not that much of a tornado alley. Maryland's even becoming a place where you see tornadoes. And Maryland is hot and cold. In Maryland, we say if you don't like the weather, just wait. It'll change. Hi, Johnny. So we're coming up on 80 minutes. This has been my pleasure to host you again. Cocktails have been had. We've had a good time chatting, and I hope at least you think so. I have. So my next broadcast is Saturday.
I thought you were going to do Fridays and Tuesdays.
Saturday is summer solstice 2020. I thought it would be better to move my day to Saturday, the longest day of the year. 6 p.m. as normal on Saturday. Please come back and let's resume our cocktails together. I'll be easy on the luminol. I'm trying to cut down.
Stay well.
And you all stay well. Take care of yourselves. Love one another. That's really the way to go. Love your neighbor as yourself. We have a lot less trouble in the world right now. Respect everybody. And everybody is equal. And more problems would go away. Let's see if we can start that. Our little group, our little culture here. Yeah, we like some crazy stuff and we have fun looking at things that other people may not find amusing. But we do. And I think that I'm lucky to have a good collection of people to rally around myself and Dan. You're great fans. So cheers to you. God bless. God bless us, everyone. Anybody who hasn't heard about it, go to Discord. You can chat with other fans 24/7. Look on Discord, register, and then look for Rick Serra. You'll find my Discord page. And I have posted a link on Twitter. Just go back my feed if you need to.
I can go back.
Go. Check it out if you want. Let's make that fun too. Bye, Arcel. Bless you too. God bless. Some guy, Don, Laurel Lee, Charles. Au revoir, everybody.